All right, what is going on, guys? We are back with another trade recap. As you can see, we made roughly $3,100 today. This is the proof, right? You can see five tops of accounts, 620 per account. And then, yeah, we'll get into the actual trade that we took today. So, coming into the day, I told my Discord, right? I told my VIP community that I was extremely bullish, just based off the higher time frame, right? We had a super clear draw on liquidity being this high, right? And mind you, market open was around this area right here. So, in my opinion, like really, like the higher time frame was just so bullish that these highs were almost guaranteed in my eyes. So, knowing that, I was extremely open to just any entry I could get because I was so confident we take these highs. Okay, and we actually ended up getting a good entry, not just a entry. We got a good entry. So basically, off open, we get a move lower, right? I guess we just sweep out these lows. I don't really care, but we get a move lower and then immediately flip back higher immediately. So you could. I saw some people enter off of just this candle alone. This isn't really confirming enough for me, just because like the next candle could. I mean, it is 9:31. The next candle could easily just wick you out and then go higher. So I was a little bit risky, a little bit too risky for me. But then after this candle closure, I entered in halfway through this candle right here. After this candle closed, that's when I was like, bet, we're going to the highest guaranteed. So yeah, this is the trade that I took right off of this candle, pretty much halfway through it right here. And then I did not go break even at these highs because that was way too fast to break even. I actually just didn't really go break even on this trade just because the draw was way too obvious for me to go break even. So that was it. It was pretty, I guess, more discretional of a trade, but it was such a clear trade in my opinion. I think that with the draw on liquidity, the higher time frame being so bullish, any safe entry with a safe stop loss is most likely you're going to win that trade. And in this case, right, you have a safe stop, safe entry point, close to the highs. Everything makes sense. So yeah, that was the trade. About a 1-to-1. I missed my contract sizing, like that's why I didn't make as much. Meant to enter with more cons, and I just didn't really do that because I trade micro IQ usually. Because when you're what is wrong? Because when you're trading on the NQ, you can do one or two minis, and like a lot of the time, like that's either too little or too much. So I just do micros just to be better with it. But I kind of just went in with a little bit too less micros. I'm not trying to add anything, but anyways, yeah, I'm mad about what I made, but again, I should have made more. So that was the trade. And then I mean later on we kind of get we continue getting bullish legs higher, but in my opinion, the draws kind of just fade out. Like we have an untapped hourly right here, which is what I told my Discord would be the next draw, which obviously got hit. But I was just a little bit more hesitant on taking another long because the main draw liquidity was taken. I know there are some traders that took longs here, but in my opinion, Nick, I don't like this at all. Pretty simple, just like this is not what I like to see at all, right? We're just like when you see good volatility, right? But then we just we completely start slowing down here. And it's really not like this flip is strong at all either. Like this is more strong than the flip even. So yeah, I mean nothing really strong here. Um, and then yeah, I mean that was kind of the day, I think, right? And then we ended up actually having an untapped forward at 10 a.m. We created a untapped forward gap, which yeah, right here. So we created this gap. Um, this was just later on though. So we created the untapped forward, which became a good draw, obviously. And then later on in the session at like 11:20, we ended up getting something right here, which is basically the fact that we get some nice legs down. The draw is confirmed, right? At this point, the draw is confirmed. And then we have a pretty decent. It's kind of more discretional, but we can just assume after that candle this is gonna play out. I didn't obviously take this, but I mean it's more discretional. I don't love it, but it could work. It could work. I could see it working. Obviously, it obviously did work, but I don't think it's a bad trade. So that was another opportunity to have taken. And yeah, that's pretty much the day. So pretty short video, but I think I got everything I needed to say out there. So I appreciate you guys for watching. If you want to join my mentorship, my students have been seeing great results. I actually have a student that is up like 12 bands last month. I don't know what he's doing this month, but my students are doing well for the most part. And yeah, I love seeing students succeed. So if you want to become a student, go check the link in my bio. And if you want to join my free Discord, also in my bio. So it's the same link. So yeah, I just have to do a quick flex. But yeah, other than that, guys, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.